I got a quick one to go around the room here.
Yeah.
This can be in any medium. And I don't want to dive too far down this rabbit hole, but like real quick, like one choice and a short description of why. Since the year is almost over, what is everyone's game of the year for 2018 so far?
Any specific?
That's why I kept it open there, because I want to keep the door open to both video games and tabletop games or collectible card games, having such notable personalities in the room for it.
This year.
Yeah.
So if anybody's got one.
I have to Google something.
I've got one.
Trevor, please.
Unless I'm wrong, it was last year, but God of War. Like.
Oh, the new God of War.
Dad of War.
Dad of War, yeah.
It was very God of War-like. So if you like those previous games, you like this one. It has all sorts of cool cinematic play. The story was amazing. The back and forth between Kratos and his son is amazing. The reveals, the Norse mythology stuff, all that stuff was great. So I mean,
excellent. I that's on my to-play list. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it.
What's the topic?
Game of the year
so far. This isn't a new game, but the 1.13 update from Minecraft was absolutely incredible. The aquatic update, seriously, it changed the entire thing. It was the single biggest part of the game. Was the water used to be nothing. They added a whole new thing, and I play a lot of Minecraft. So
excellent. That's a good choice.
Update of the year.
Always a good choice.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Kathleen?
I haven't had a lot of time to play console games this year because I've been very busy. But for a mobile game, I want to talk a little bit about Alpha Bear 2. Like word games, and you like mobile games, which I do because you can play them in little bite-sized increments. It is really good. It's like the original Alpha Bear, but they added a bunch more stuff to it to make it a better, more interesting game. I highly recommend just buying it for like $8. You'll definitely get your $8 worth for sure. And it's great. And I was playing it because I was waiting for us talk to start at XOXO, and one of the developers was behind me and was like,
was that Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were. I'd never met them before. But
that's rad.
Yeah. And I was like, I like this game. It's very good.
Yeah.
I like word games.
Alpha Bear's Spry Fox, right?
Yep.
So
Spry Fox. They're a really good ethical game company as well. So.
Yeah. Big shout out to my friends Nico and Pat, who both work at Spry Fox.
Rad.
Nico worked on Alpha Bear 2, and Patrick's working on something else that he can't talk about, and I can't either. Because I don't know.
Yeah, of course you don't.
When you work in games, that's always the best experience. When you see someone in the wild, like playing the game.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to see this. I want to watch them.
In their natural environment. There's just a bush with a leaf, and he's just like.
I see a hand up from Alex there.
Wait. Somebody asked, does it have a stamina system like the first one? It does, but it's improved. Basically, every factor that you can think about Alpha Bear 1 has been improved dramatically for Alpha Bear 2. And I'm not saying that 1 was bad, but 2 is better on every axis.
Nice. Alex, did you have one there?
Weirdly, I have not actually played that many video games this year, which you wouldn't think would be true because I sort of ostensibly do it for a living.
For a living, yeah.
But I looked at a bunch of releases this year and was like, I ain't played any of these.
Yeah.
I just keep playing terrible garbage.
Yeah.
And then missing a lot of releases. But I, quite unofficially, right after we wrapped filming on Road Quest, I just kind of took a hiatus from playing games for fun. Not like, I'm not going to play video games. I just didn't for a while.
Okay.
So if I had to pick one that I have played and enjoyed, it's probably going to be Hunt Showdown. I'd like to play more of that. It's very cool.
I have to give a shout out to a human who's sitting beside me, but also an excellent game that came out this year is MTG Arena.
Yeah.
Not even a plug, or the fact he's not here. I never played Magic online. I've always been a paper person, and I have been playing a ton of Arena.
Yeah. And it's Lee's fault.
I'm very much a
large team. but one person on a large team. I'm glad everyone's enjoying it.
I'm very much a novice Magic the Gathering player. And I've definitely found MTG Online to be a little inaccessible, and MTG Arena has really gotten me into it as well.
For sure.
Like, for sure.
Yeah, I used to work at Wizards of the Coast, and I did not play that much Magic Online, even though there were all these awesome opportunities to.
We got everything.
And then, and then Arena came out, we started playtesting it, and I'm like, I want, the playtest is happening today, right? No, we're canceled. What do you mean you canceled the playtest today? So it's a great game.
Let's see.
I'm going to throw mine in here. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Mike.
No,
please.
You go first.
Okay. Mine, in the same vein as Kathleen's, is also a mobile game.
Ooh.
I'm going to choose Florence.
Florence is good.
Which is a short narrative game about a character's first relationship. It came out for iOS and I believe possibly Android in the spring of this year. And just like, I believe it is less than an hour long, and it got me to cry more than once.
Wow.
And it's a phone game.
Wow.
Like, I can't give a stronger endorsement than that. It was amazing. And like, there are all these little bits where they integrated the design of the mechanics so that the way the mechanics would change and evolve indicated stuff in the narrative. Like, they were really tightly tied together in a way that I loved. So that's my pick.
That's wonderful.
Right on.
Yeah. Mike, please.
Okay, so we have an argument in our house, my wife and I, over which valley is the best game.
Yeah.
Right? Stardew or Monument.
Stardew or Monument.
Monument 2 came out. And
All right.
It was one of the best puzzle games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I enjoyed that one quite a bit as well.
Y'all can take your pick. On a tabletop, I think it finally reached publication this year. I believe Illimat came out. Illimat is the collaboration between Keith Baker and the Decemberists.
Yes.
And it is a fantastic card game.
We played it on stream actually, and I've been itching to play it with somebody.
Sarah and I have played it a number of times as well.
Cool.
I will come up and play with you. It's great.
Does it have a musical element as well?
No, it's
no.
It's like a trick-taking card game, so it's legitimately perfectly my jam.
Yeah, it's great. It's got a board that folds. It's like a board.
It's
bag.
a cloth board.
Cloth board, yeah. And the box that it comes in is a critical element of the game.
Yeah,
because
it's the centerpiece.
It turns around to indicate what season it is.
It was in chat.
I've seen that on the shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's as good a card game as I have ever seen. It might be my favorite card game of the decade.
It's incredibly fun.
Dang.
It's supposed to be great. I just haven't played.
Also beautiful.
Also, speaking of games that we've played on AFK that came out this year that are really good, and I swear we're not doing this just because they're in the room. Thornwatch. It was a lot of fun because we had Eric come in from Child's Play and play it with us, and it was so much fun. It was like myself and Beej, Eric and Adam, and we had a ton. Like, we didn't unfortunately get to do we had to go from 1 to then final the boss confrontation. But if you're looking for just like, we found it to be a really good introduction for if you're kind of first getting into like RPG tabletop games and stuff like that, but maybe you're a little bit hesitant to get into something that involves an incredible amount of role play on your part. Thornwatch is a great way to get into it because I forget the name of the system, but where you get like your 2 traits, like
it's just traits.
Where you get your traits, and it's like, well, your character is Braves, and you get rewarded for doing actions that would be considered brave from
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah, as Mike
it was great.
So that particular thing is like we are totally fine with bribing you to roleplay. If you roleplay, you get this mechanical benefit, and you get it all the time.
Straight up, because a lot of people are scared until it's money on the table.
Wow.
They will. For I guess those who don't know, Thornwatch is a game that we put out this year with the fine folks at Penny Arcade. You may have heard of them, well, that's an old version. That's no good.
It's still pretty.
Yeah. So it's beautifully illustrated by Mike Krahulik and Aviv Orr and some other fantastic people.
Yeah, Nick Trujillo did some of the
Nick
background
Trujillo did some amazing work, our Minty Fresh friend. And it was me and Jerry Holkins and Chad Brown and Rodney Thompson. All of us jamming together to make a really good game.
I think Rodney's still got a Kickstarter going on
he
right
does,
now for
back it.
What's the name of the game?
It's called
Spectaculars.
Spectaculars. Thank you.
Spectaculars.
Or as I call it, Specs with an X.
Yeah. Somebody
he hates it when I call it that. So we need to all call it.
Don't listen to Mike. Nope.
Somebody in chat will have that link.